Previously on Southend United Road to Glory career mode. We played 2 games in 2 days. That's a game followed by another game. One, a J-Paint Trophy second leg, which we won to progress in the J-Paint Trophy. And the second game, an FA Cup replay against Birmingham, which we unfortunately lost 2-0. We're out of the FA Cup. And after playing 2 games in 2 days and a 10-day break, we came back to smash Peterborough 5-0 with 2 goal of the season contenders. That's what happened last time, and let the glory continue. Hey guys, how's it going? The Master Bucks here, episode 16. We're at now in season 2 of my Southend United Road to Glory career mode, and we've got a game here against Preston. So hopefully we'll be able to get the victory in this one. And of course, guys, we are playing this in the League One, and we're going to be playing predominantly the majority of our games from now on in League One because we're still in the J-Paint Trophy. As you all know, we got knocked out of the FA Cup, and they are the only 2 more Cup games running simultaneously for our particular club at this time. So we're only in 1 Cup at the moment. We've just got this League One game against Preston to worry about. And as you can see, Nicholas Barcroft, I don't know if Nathaniel Richards had anything to do with the build-up or if he's even playing. But, Nicholas Barcroft getting that goal. Yassine Benzia with a 29-yard free kick. It was on target, but stuck man, I just had to emphasise on the end just because of the two of them. But, no, it was on target, but it was a good save. But look, he took it very casually as well. Some not great defending. Holmes with the shot. And unfortunately for him, just going wide to the right, and yeah, it was. I wouldn't have been happy if we could see that. It looks like Nathaniel Richards is playing today. All this tremendously tight passing and insane ball control, and Yassine Benzia, he's the master of ball control. He's probably the best one in the team at that whole dribbling and ball control at pace. It's fantastic. But anyway, Yassine Benzia getting a second 43rd minute goal. We go in a half at 2-0 against Preston. So long as we keep our head in a swivel, we should be okay here. But unfortunately, Bevan or whatever his name is, in the 67th minute, they get a lob through ball in, a bit of a 1-2. And I tried to charge out with Davis. He was never going to get there in time. So, yeah, they can see it. Well, we can see it. I'll make a substitution. We're getting very, very close to the end of the game now. 88th minute stuff. We've just got to defend. We try to clear it. We don't win the header there. We don't win the header there. We get the clearance. We can't pass it. It's intercepted. A ridiculous save. It surely would have grabbed that. 6 out of foot. It sticks around the face of the goal, and someone heads it in. That is absolute crap, unbelievable, and it's like absolute, it's a perfect example of FIFA 13, and it's absolute bullshit. You just can't clear it. You've got possession, you smash the B button, just fucking belt it out of there, and they just won't do it, and then you can see that shit 90th minute goal. It's like, no matter what, you're fucking conceding here, says FIFA 13. I'm like, well, fuck you. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We got a draw. At least it's not a loss. That's all I can say, and we're in a relatively good position anyway. But the votes, I gave 1 vote to Yassine Benzia, I gave 2 votes to Richards, and I gave 3 votes to Nicholas Barcroft. And you can see here we got an offer to be the international manager of North Island. I'm holding out for something better, and you all know what it is. And guys, it is time for the J-Bucks Medal monthly update. And of course, guys, we are in February. This is the end of February, should I say. We're moving on to March. This is after 47 games, guys, and here they are, the top 5 and the rest of the votes for everyone in the team. Excuse me. We've got, of course, in the number 1 spot still Yassine Benzia, and starting to get a little bit of breathing space between him and second place Nathaniel Richards, which kind of was lost over the January. But still, Nathaniel Richards is second on 31. In 3rd spot is Nicholas Barcroft. He's jumped past Carl Davis. He's on 29 now. Carl Davis on 27. Filippo Boniperti struggling behind on 20. There's a big gap in between who's trailing him and who's ahead of him, so he might stay at 5th for a while. We've got Roas on 15, Bostock on 14, and Straker on 14, Gortska on 12, Gabrielle on 10, Mosen and Shaw, on 9. Well, that's professional. 8, Archie, Marcelo Jr., Muru, Somoza, they're on 8. Craig Edwards on 6, which is awesome. 4 for Corona and Cresswell, 2 for Benyon, 1 for Najee or Najo, CD Niji, 1 for Phillips, and 1 for Tomlin. So that's how they're looking at the moment. And we are now getting extremely close to the end of the season because we are now in March, the 1st of March, and we've got a game against Shrewsbury Town. So yet again, I have no idea why that is of any significance whatsoever. But as we look at the league at the moment, the table, we are 7 points behind the 1st place Charlton Athletic. We have a game against Charlton Athletic coming up very soon as well. So that is going to be a big, quite a huge little 6-point little game there, which would be massive. And yeah, as well as that, we've also got a game in hand on Charlton. So we've got a game less played than them, which is going to be massive. Craig Edwards on the ball, sets himself up, takes a shot. You little ripper. He's got in about a month's worth, or about a month and a half worth of time at Southend United. He's already sixth, or not sixth, but he has 6 votes, which is crazy. I thought that shot from Gorwell, or whatever his name is, was going in, but thankfully going wide. We lead 1-0. Going into half-time, and early, straight on the half. Benzia with a shot, hitting the crossbar and cannoning back out straight into a defender or into an opposition player. And no goal that time. Benzia has his stats have developed to a point where I feel like he's one of the best free kick takers that I've ever actually had to use before. I know I legitimately mean that. But Murray had the run into the box under no pressure whatsoever. He was being chased by a defender. He just couldn't reach him in time. And Giuseppe Murray in the 75th minute, making it 2-0. Now, we're not going to concede 2 goals this time. We did it in the last game, not to be this time. Barcroft going through, having a shot, sort of gets brought down by the keeper. He charged out, he grabbed the ball with his hand. Apparently it's a penalty, I won't argue with it. And to make it 3-0, Nicholas Barcroft, he shoots, he gets the goal. I didn't get Benzia to take it because Barcroft was the one that got brought down, and we were winning 2-0 anyway. So, Nicholas Barcroft, our man, brilliantly done. He gets the goal, the third one, and that puts it beyond all doubt. It is a 3-0 victory away against Shrewsbury. And have a look at some of those ratings. Craig Edwards and Marcelo Jr. both with a 9.6. But who were the votes? Who did I give my votes to? I gave 1 to Marcelo Jr. So FIFA 13's man of the match, I gave 1 vote to. I gave 2 to Giuseppe Muro and 3 yet again to Craig Edwards. That means he's at 9 after a month and a half. He's been killing it. And as you can see here, speaking of scouted players from Australia, my man, Fabio Milan, gets back from Australia with his last squad report. We found only one more player this month called Blake Galloway, which is an awesome name. And I decided to sign the players that I wanted to sign because this would have been it. We would have lost all the scouted players. So I signed that Blake Galloway, who was signed. I think he's sort of a attacking midfielder sort of player. And John Irvine, or I think it was John Irvine, who was a goalkeeper. They both had relatively good potentials, and so their current overall weren't that fantastic, but hey, they've got good potentials. They're only 15 years of age each, so hopefully they'll develop, and we'll see if they're any good when they're 16 years of age next season. But until then, we've got another game against Hartlepool United, and holy shit, I got it right the first time, or at least I hope I did. But anyway, 6 minutes in, they're the one that do quite a lot of it, the early attacking. You'll find that a lot of the highlights of this game are of them getting very close, and of Davis making great saves, and of pretty intense clearances, little bicycle kick clearances, and Gabriel tackling and doing a great job at clearing the defense. Anyway, going into half-time, Marwan Mohsen, he fake shots back, makes that space. It's just, it's elementary, but he takes a shot. It was a good save by the keeper, and going in half-time, no goal scored as yet for Hartlepool United and for Southend. So, maybe that'll, and hopefully, that will change. We got Bostock in this game. He gets tackled, still has the ball at his feet. Barcroft, and I don't know what the hell he was doing there. I don't know if I was trying to shoot or if I was trying to set up the sweaty goal. I don't think the sweaty goal would have worked anyway. But, yeah, I decided to make substitutions. Benzia and Roas, my 2 impact players coming on. Barcroft, Roas, the pass receiving from him. Barcroft into Benzia, 90th minute. This is it to win the game. He shoots, and it's gone wide. I swear to God, I thought that was in. I didn't want to finesse it because I was being pushed and under power. The finesse probably would have gone wide anyway, so I went for the power shot, and it was still the same. So, yeah, we unfortunately couldn't get the goal in the 90th minute to win it and to seal it, but oh well. But anyway, the votes. I gave 1 to Bostock, I gave 2 to Davis, and I gave 3 to Carl Davis. Wait, what? Okay, no. I gave 1 vote to Bostock, 2 votes to Gabriel, and 3 to Davis. I think I got that. I think I might have pronounced that wrong. But anyway, the last game in this episode until we move on to a game in the League One against the man or the team that are top of the table at the moment, Charlton Athletic. They're the next game, but for now, it's Leyton Orient, and boy, would I want to go into this Charlton Athletic game with a win. We had a draw, of course, in the last one. Benzia tackled, still with the ball at his feet, doing extremely well, getting double-teamed. The tackle going over the goal line, nothing to be there. And you got Yassine Benzia, another one of his free kicks, beats the wall, gets over the top of it, but the save, maybe if it was a little more powerful, it would have gone in, but the save, he was able to deal with it. Runs over for a corner. Gortzka's there to meet it. He gets a head onto it, but he gets it awkwardly, and it's never going to be a danger. But yeah, anyway, Roas, Edwards, that man again, combining. He's been terrific. My scout to play from Australia, my young gun. And Muru, speaking of my young gun, Muru, yet again, passing in Nathaniel Richards, making space, having a shot, no good, gets brought down, and that is going to be a penalty. The clearance, he slid, it was a mix between a slide tackle and a belt to get it away from my striker. I'm not sure who it was, but Benzia with a penalty, and Benzia slotting, going to the right. It wasn't a great penalty. Thankfully, the keeper was flat-footed, but in the 42nd minute, a Yassine Benzia penalty, and there we go. Giuseppe Muru, Edwards now, and back into Richards. Can he get a goal? He's got a man. Back heel, Muru shoots, saved by the keeper. Man, that would have been great to have gotten a second one, and that would have been a great goal as well. The little back heel from Nathaniel Richards. But anyway, 66th minute, Cox through ball in a Liard or whatever. Liard? I don't really know how to pronounce it, but he scores a goal anyway. And Jack Robinson in the red boots, I don't know what happened. He's meant to be a left back, and he let him inside. He probably didn't do that great there. Another one, Edwards being brought down against Cuthbert or whatever his name is. It doesn't really matter because he's going off. Yep, he got a yellow card before that tackle, and there's a second, and he's off. So now they're down to 10. Benzia with a chance to put us in front, and he's done it again. Yassine Benzia from the spot. That's 2 penalties in a row to Yassine Benzia, and yeah, thank God. 75th or 76th minute, we get that one. Now in the 83rd minute, Robinson, yet again not doing great. Goes into Symes. They're passing around and around and around, and it goes in. It was a bit of a pause until the actual, the logo down in the bottom with his name and the teams to actually indicate the goal. I thought there might have been like an offside or a foul, but it doesn't matter because they got the goal. They got the equaliser in the 84th minute, and they were just passing it around and around. I couldn't touch it, and the shot was a ripper. So I really don't mind conceding that type of goal because I know that there was nothing I could do about it. But Richards passing into Benzia. The shot is just a P-roller, but it just goes left. Again, Benzia, the man. We always get him to take the game-winning shot, and he's missed us. He's let us down twice. Yassine Benzia, come on, man. You've got to be more clutch. When you have to step up to the plate and win the game for us, you got 2 penalties for crying out loud. You just had to get your hat-trick, and we would have won. That would have been what a story. But unfortunately not to be. My votes, however, I gave 1 to Richards, 2 to Edwards, and 3 to Yassine Benzia, because he did do very well. And, it turns out that I was lying. There is another game in there is another game in this episode. I thought that was it. And apparently, surely that must mean that, what am I trying to say? Surely that must mean that the next game is going to be against Charlton, and that will be a ripper. But anyway, we've got a draw. We had a draw in the previous game. Richards, straight from kickoff, chopping past his man, shot, and it hits the post and it rebounds in. I thought that might have gone out, but thankfully it just stays in. Look at Barcroft. I don't know what he's doing. I would have been so pissed off if he had blocked it. But what the fuck are you doing, Barcroft? Thankfully it goes through his legs, and it's a goal in the 3rd minute. That's awesome. I love scoring that goal from kickoff. We didn't even, first chain of possession, it's a goal. And have a look at this. Collins immediately, Swindon Town get a reply, and I'm going to get a replay of this because watch Marcelo. Oh no, I didn't put it in a replay, but basically what was happening was I was controlling Marcelo Jr., a defender, and then I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. The game just suddenly switched players I was controlling. I was running up with Marcelo Jr. to get in between the gap that Collins eventually took to score a goal, and then just changed players. I wasn't controlling him anymore. The gap was wide open. He scored a goal. But thankfully, we get it back with a sweaty goal from Yassine Benzia. And I've tried over the past couple of episodes to score sweaty goals, and something's always fucked up. Like it's hit the post, it's hit the crossbar. There's been a whole bunch of stuff. The pass was just horrendous. But thankfully, finally, we get a and that was a good strike from Barcroft as well. Unfortunately, not going in for him. And yeah, but I finally pull off a sweaty goal. It was the surest goal in the game, and I've missed like 2 or 3 of them in a row. Finally getting one, and Swindon Town are defeated going into this game against Charlton Athletic. It's a 2-1 victory over them away at their home ground. That's what I'm talking about. Richards and Benzia with my goals, and here are the votes or the ratings of FIFA 13. But what were my ratings? So I gave 1 to Benzia, 2 to Barcroft, and 3 to both my man of the match and FIFA 13's man of the match, Nathaniel Richards. And guys, that ends this episode after 14 minutes. Thank you for watching, and now you can see this game against Charlton Athletic. With a game in hand, we are only a point down below them. So if we get the win here, not only do we surpass them by 2 points, not only do we beat them or surpass them by 2 points, we also have a game in hand. So we technically could be winning by about a maximum of 5 points going into the later stages of the season, which means we could win League 1 on the back of winning League 2. That would be intense. But guys, it is time for your target. And guys, what are we going to hit today? I can tell you right now, you hit 800, you hit 900, you hit 1,000, and hell, let's just keep it there. 1,000, because you guys are just doing such a phenomenal job. So yeah, let's do it yet again by hitting 1,000 likes. So thank you for your continued support, guys. I'm yours again, the Masterbucks. Do not forget to like and subscribe and to follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description below. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Next episode coming out soon. And that is it for me. Thanks for watching. I'm yours again, the Masterbucks, and peace out. Bye-bye.